We continue on to third base where we have, and we don't want this to influence us, but we have a Silver Daisy potential guy, J Ram, J Alt. Sounds awful. I'm not pulling for it at all, but it's an option. J Ram has won it. The first 2 months of the season, he's been the best. But we have Devers and these guys last year just seesawed back and forth, back and forth. J Ram ended up taking the Daisy. Devers did get some pedals along the way. Devers has a higher batting average. Devers has a higher on base percentage. Devers is slightly less slugging, but it's slight. And Devers has a higher, no, he has a less OPS, but they're basically tied in OPS. Wow. 17 home runs for Devers, 16 home runs for J Ram. 12 stolen bases for Ramirez, only 2 for Devers. So when they're that tied offensively, this is your first time watching our voting process, we can basically say that's a wash offensively. They're so similar. So then you go to defense, you go to base running, you go to the walks and the other stuff, because the offensive numbers are, in my opinion, a wash. So what do you go to next, Jake, when you're looking between these two guys to find a winner?
God.
Yeah, you do.
Because I don't know, man. I don't know. I see that 332 is sticking out at me like a sore thumb. I think people are beginning to reappreciate what batting average means. Because, yes, on-base percentage is cool and can be important, but batting average can also means you hit. If your team needs a hit, you hit. And 332 from Rafael Devers is insane. And the two things that are holding me up, stolen bases. José Ramirez is still snagging bags. He's got 12 this year. Defensively, in my head, I have José Ramirez as a better defender. It hasn't graded out that way this year. These guys are kind of in the same boat. So I'm all 6s and 7s right now between stolen bases and batting average. I think I'm leaning Devers.
I have a different way of looking at it. You know, we do love to talk about games played at the position. Right now, Devers has 72 games played at the position, while José Ramirez has 57. He does have a higher F4. The batting average to me doesn't, I mean, I know, I get it. 332 is amazing, but J-Ram's hitting 300, essentially, 299. So they both can hit for average. They both can hit for power. I'm sort of leaning Devers here as 2. I am getting a little influence, James, by that potential for a Silver Daisy with J-Ram. Because first of all, we know he's going to be good every single month. You can kind of say the same thing about Devers. But I think I've had to vote right now, and I am voting right now. I think I'm going Devers.
Man, I was looking at just like the game log to see who has more empty games. So a game started where they didn't reach base, no hits, no walks. It's 7 for Devers. It's 8 for J-Ram. I mean, these guys have been doing this for 2 years now. Just
they go back and
incredibly
forth.
tied nonstop. I haven't seen the defense, and I also don't value defensive metrics and numbers at all. So for me, I haven't seen enough of either team, either guy to like use that. And then when you look at the walks and all that, I mean, it's a wash. I like the stolen bases a lot, but man, Devers has only had 10 games without a hit. 17 for J-Ram. Just bringing it every single day. Wonder how many games he has without reaching at all.
And think about this. So the Red Sox have dug themselves out of a monstrous hole. At one time, weren't they like 10 games under 500 or something like that, right? In May,
bad start.
1.133 OPS for Devers. In June, 1.015. So as they're digging themselves out of this hole, I mean, it's been on the back of Devers.
Want to hear a fun stat? There's one game where Devers had 0 hits, 0 walks, 0. He did not reach on error. He did not have a sack fly or sack hit, so he must have reached on a fielder's choice. And know what he did? Stole a bag.
Boom.
Just to get in the fucking column for that day. I'll go Devers. Spice it up.
Sorry, J-Ram. No Daisy for you. No silver.
They're
Daisy
tough
for
to
you
come
here.
by.
J-Ram
They are.
gets swept off the podium. Disgusting.
Yeah, that was unanimous. Love that word today.